Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be starting Mass Effect 2. I just wrapped up my Mass Effect 1 playthrough yesterday, so we're going to head straight into the sequel, which for my preference anyway, is probably my favourite game of the series, to be honest. I think, like I said in earlier episodes, I think the story in particular is the best in Mass Effect 1. The villain as well, Saren, is probably the best antagonist across the entire trilogy. But in terms of how the gameplay works, it really came together in Mass Effect 2 for me. It's kind of the clunkiness of Mass Effect 1 kind of got shaved off, as did some of the rougher edges. I think the gear system works better. Maybe the gear system got slightly too streamlined, and then for Mass Effect 3 they kind of drew the both from Best Worlds, but I think it works pretty well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it once again, so thank you very much for joining me on this journey. Why don't we begin? And we're going to pick up exactly where we left off, pretty much. So, I think I can do new game and then import. So it's going to be, Boring Shepard. I'm going to import that character. So I've gone for the veteran difficulty again. I could go hardcore. I don't want to do insanity. I think that would be a bit nuts. Let's go hardcore. It's a game I'm very familiar with, so I'm hoping that should be okay. Slightly scary. I don't know if I've ever done a hardcore run. Let's give it a go. So let's work through stuff. So how do I? Boring Shepard, rank 55, military specialization, adept. We're going to play an adept again. Psychological profile, we were Paragon. Rex survived. Ashley died. The council was saved, and we gave the seat to Captain Anderson, just updating on the various story choices we made in Mass Effect 1. So we'll carry that over.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Voice of Martin Sheen there. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity membership in their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence of the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all organic civilization. Okay, hopefully you read that. It didn't give me time to work through it all. It was just summing up. Basically, we're out there kind of Geth hunting, and yeah, just trying to get a lead on what the Reapers' next move is.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Forward is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Yara!
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard. Liara, go. Now. Aye, aye.
Let's go get Joker.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
My poor ship.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
Don't worry, Jeff, I'm coming.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Look at that, huh? I tell you what, this is an awesome opening to this game, but also it was a real gut punch the first time I played it to lose my ship like this.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm! Commander! Shepard!
God damn. Chills up my spine even now. What an intro. Bye, Shepard.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
There we are. That's done a pretty good job of the face, actually. So let's accept that. That works for me. Does she look... can I see if she... Yeah. I think it's done a pretty good job of importing that face, actually. It used to be a little bit wobbly, the way it did it, but that works pretty well. We're still going to be an adept. Let's continue that playthrough. That all looks good.
Something's wrong.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander.
We've looked better.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow.
Just looking at the
Get
little
behind
pop-ups.
cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from...
Yeah, let's have, I think it said we're low. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we got some level up points, which is good. We're level 4 actually because of our previous XP that we got, which is good. So it works a little differently here. Our skills are a little more refined, I suppose you could say. So warp is good for taking down armor and biotic barriers, so we do want to put points into that. Singularity, as we now know from the last playthrough, is a very good skill. Biotic mastery gives us health, better recharge times. Okay, so what does this do for us? So lasts longer, slightly wider, holds people in the air for longer, and can affect more targets. So I think we purchased that. Pull's good too. I think we'll purchase at least one rank in that. I'd like to unlock all of these. I think we should put one in there. What shall I do? Maybe add some to warp. Okay, so it's opened up throw, but I can't put anything in there just yet. Now, what's my loadout looking like? How do I get up to my loadout? Maybe I can't right now.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
So, yeah, so this time you get ammo. It's not strictly speaking ammo, although it functions in the same way. Basically, it's... rather than sort of firing until your gun overheats like we did in the last one, now these thermal clips kind of as what cools down the gun.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
So it's basically ammo, but they kind of didn't want to chuck away all their lore about firing off shards of stuff using tiny Mass Effect fields in the guns. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. Now what have I got on my hotbar? I've got warp, singularity. We'll try and swap warp number 1. I think I want... yeah, okay, I can deal with that, I guess.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Right, so if I fire off a singularity at this guy... oh, hello. What we got? Why don't we pull you? Let's put a singularity and get you both sucked into it. And then we'll fire off a warp, which should combo. A nice explosion. Unfortunately, this one floated off the other way. But...
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
okay, we'll flip clips. What have we got in here? Much. Ooh, we got a big boy.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Fight one of those soon enough.
More
Ooh, grenade launcher.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Move your mouse bar. Did I not pick it up? Why didn't I have it? Oh, there it is.
Take the elevator down 1 floor. Hurry! Get to the
Storm
door.
through it.
Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got mechs closing in on my position.
Check out this room. What do we got here?
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Okay. I got a will save with some credits in it.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Yeah, that'd do it. Now, what did I...
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Osh.
You're up! Get over here! Shepard!
Yay, it's Jacob.
Get over here! Drop it. son! What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Threat neutralization.
Okay, so we can direct Jacob now. So why don't you pull? Now combo it.
Falling back.
Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Alright, let's get out.
It's the quickest way to those shuttles.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we—
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, This is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Wilson!
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Now, have I got...
Following!
Oh, I don't know if I have a quick thing to get in there, but let's level up Jacob. So, with these guys, you kind of want to... Anyway, I like to get to the group ammo thing, because that means that Shepard can get some on her gun as well. So I'm gonna put this into there, and I guess we'll give him a bit more of that. I'll do for now. So I forget exactly where my inventory is.
Systems active.
Damn it, Wilson.
Wilson!
This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
So, the way this works differently in this game is that you can actually curve your powers, as long as you can kind of make sure the enemy is highlighted. Okay, it didn't work there.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
God, I'm hit! They shot me!
Not Wilson.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Okay, well, she seems to be on our side anyway.
Shepard, down here!
Alright, Wilson, what's up with you?
Got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
These mechs don't know when to quit.
Let's not shoot the explosive barrels. How do I... Oh.
The fastest way to the shuttles is through those
Oh, yeah, I get it.
canisters.
Go on then, Wilson.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
Absolutely not.
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Dun 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 dun.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Okay, just let all these notifications go by. Lots of codex stuff, probably. Argon, Medigel. Oh god, is that everything from that section? Right. Okay.
Sensors activated.
Okay, that actually is the way, I think. Well, it's a way, I guess. Let's go that way.
Forces have engaged.
Damn, why didn't that grenade go off?
Systems overload attack detected.
Couldn't get. See how it curves?
You're done!
Collision proximity warning.
No shields!
System damaged. Impact send. Collision proximity. Allied force casualty.
Got him!
What do we got in here? Money.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Okay.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Yeah.
Good instinct.
If Wilson.
Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Okay.
Not enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. Everyone screaming, gunfire, blood everywhere. I was the only one who stayed focused on survival.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on Akuz. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility, you had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
She was a space racist.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Okay, well I guess we go chat
The
to
elusive
him.
man is waiting for you in the other room.
They won't. We can speak to them after, but they won't speak to me now until we've chatted with him. Can I have a look at my armor though? Oh, this is where we do our gear. So yeah, we'll go with no helmet. I haven't got any alternate armor stuff yet. Change the material though. Minor differences. I like to go with the red armor though. That's the one. Accent color. Go with the black for now. Want a pattern? Maybe. Ooh. Quite like that, I guess. And let's go with how we're going to appear when we're on ship. Oh god, no. Let's go hoodie. Let's not just go default. Even though I probably prefer the default out of all of that. We'll go hoodie.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one woman, one very specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Leveling up. Getting a lot of notifications. We'll talk to Miranda first.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Don't worry. We'll find out what happened to those colonists.
Well, at least you're confident. Let's hope it's not misplaced.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's have a quick look at our level then. 2 points. I quite like to get Shockwave. It's quite good to get a good cooldown on all our skills. I'll take the pull because it opens up the Shockwave tree. And we'll leave it there for now. Let's get. Hey, little mission debrief. I quite like the little mission debriefs you get here. Mission summary, well, we know what we did. But import, okay, this is all the stuff for importing a character. So we've got a bunch of resources, XP and so on, and money. We'll go quick though. Found a grenade launcher, and I feel like there was probably like a bit of credits I missed then. Because you'd imagine 10k would probably be a nice round figure on the mission, but that's okay.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Nice holiday destination. Okay, so these guys have probably got some skill points. I'll save up another level because I want to get to the squad ammo power on him. Oh, the man... I nearly called her Amanda. Miranda. Slam's pretty good. In fact, let's unlock that. Oh, hang on. That's her, yeah, so Jacob will have one as well. That's kind of their ultimate ability, if you like. Each character has one, apart from us. And you have to do like a loyalty mission, and if you do that to their liking, you'll unlock their sort of ultimate. So I can't unlock Slam now, so with that in mind, I mean, I'll still do this because it does sort of level her up a bit. But let's make sure we put decent levels into both of these. Maybe I'll go overload. So this is really good for shields and mechanical enemies. Make sure we got that. Oh, Jacob as well. Oh no, I'm saving Jacob, aren't I? I spent mine. So. There we go. Additional weapons. So I've got the Predator heavy pistol, or you've got more of like an auto pistol, this shuriken. Effective against armor, weak against shields. This is very good against shields, weak against armor. Okay, so we'll probably mix and match that a little bit, I guess. Does Jacob have any alternates? Doesn't look like he currently does. We'll put his ammo power on him at least.
We're all clear!
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
It's always worth searching. You find
No
resources
bodies,
and
no
money and
structural
stuff.
damage, and no signs of battle.
Nothing there.
Hear that? Sounds like fence specs.
Okay, so they've got armor. So I don't think they can be... Well, they might be grabbable. Let's see. Let's tell you what, it's melting the armor off them, so Miranda, why don't you fire a wall?
On target!
Cool.
Make activity! Lost shields.
Shit. I'm gonna go down. Oh. Oh shit. Okay.
Firing now.
Rerouting power.
That's me, Shepard.
Someone down? No, there is. Jacob, where are you going?
systems reading. Backup systems.
Get over here!
Excuse me. Impact event.
Right, okay. I wonder if I can turn I wonder if in the options I can turn off the notifications. Maybe in gameplay? Doesn't feel like it, does it? Oh well, we'll just have to live with that, I guess. It is a little bit annoying.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Like, I don't need to know progress towards my achievements. I mean, once they've procced it, it won't keep coming up, I suppose. No, I don't actually mind the mini-game here. I've got to remember how to do it, though, so... Oh yeah, it's like a matching pairs game.
Draw right!
Ah, shit. Shepard, why aren't you doing anything?
I've got no shield!
Yeah, so the hardcore mode is a little bit of a challenge so far.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tully!
Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Good old Tully.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
We've been spotted.
Ah! You gonna blow up? Guess not.
Use overload on them.
so I should probably switch to my guns better against shields.
Target down!
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Oh, I see it on the minimap. Okay. I get it. Take the message away. Yeah. I see it.
Here we go.
Drop.
Enemy down.
Oh, we got someone down. Does this even do anything to them?
One less.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Tell you what, this heavy mech is going to
Run
be
into
a
cover and I'll
problem.
open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
This thing's not messing around, unfortunately, but we'll do our best.
Going to...
Don't have any grenades either. It's gonna have shields armor as well as its health bar, so it's gonna take a little bit to get
That
this
mech's
done.
got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Alright, so let's get an overload on it.
Overload will take
Oh,
out
that
their
hardly
shields.
did anything. We need. I'm gonna need heavy weapons. Just wait there, please. Got Jacobs down. Okay, Miranda, get that. Come on, Miranda. Speed up on those powers, girl. Right. Another overload. Okay, now we can warp him. We got him! Bye-bye! That wasn't too bad, actually. I mean, we had to revive Jacob a couple of times, but that's okay. Usually goes a lot worse than that. Let's, before we go and save Vitor, let's scour the area. What we got? Refined iridium? And scan a mech.
What's this?
Ooh, oh, the research stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I think you can't, like... You can buy new weapon types, but then once you have a weapon type, like a like an auto pistol, heavy pistol, etc., you then do research projects to upgrade everything. Which is it's a very different way of working to the first game, but we'll kind of get into all that as it comes up.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard.
Yeah, let's go find Vitor.
He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Have a quick look around. Probably better save.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs will... You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seekers swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Yeah.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omni-Tool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
The collectors, eh?
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker!
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Normandy's back. New and improved.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
ASR2. Nice, okay. Gained a level. Yeah, we did. So this is the research that we found, so we can get extra ammo in our heavy weapons. That seems pretty good. Probably missed a couple of thousand. It seems like 20k is probably a good amount there. That's probably found all the materials. Like we never left.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Plus we want Morden because he's awesome.
Seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship?
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Okay, so this is our CIC. Our galaxy map. It's getting a little tour here. So we can get like emails and messages and stuff, which is kind of cool. Adds a little more sort of interactivity with the galaxy, which is nice. We can choose our loadouts at any time, but you do get a chance to do it before every mission as well. Go to the other decks. We've got a nice cabin in this Normandy too as well. Here we go, Captain's cabin. Tech Lab's going to be my next stop because I might be able to get a couple of good research projects going already.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
We'll talk to Yeoman Chambers in a bit.
A scientist is required to use.
Ah, we need to get moored in before I can go in there. Okay. Sucks a bit. I'll let the journal stuff play out. Let's go up to the captain's cabin, though. So we have Edie we can talk to any time, but we're going to leave her for now. You can buy fish and stuff to stick in the fish tank, which is kind of nice. Another way to access our private terminal here. We can view our trophies, aka achievements, from here. Let's have a look at our terminal. So what have we got? Let's look at the unread messages. Councillor Anderson, on the off chance that the rumours are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Now, I might go to the Citadel to get reinstated as a Spectre. It's a good thing to do early, I think. From Elusive Man, Shepard, we've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best-known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You'll find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee, I've taken care of that. Project Firewalker, Commander. The MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, a Hammerhead planet-side exploration rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert O'Loy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. Last seen in the Ismar frontier. From Admiral Hackett, Commander Shepard, our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see, the final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honour the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed, Commander. Shepard, it occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions you may like. Hood is in your quarters. A lot of this stuff is for either DLC or sort of pre-order bonuses and stuff. I think it's all included in the Legendary Edition. From Elusive Man, Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized. Enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Aeta Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. What else have we got? Almost there. Arc Projector Shepard. We recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against a Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an Arc Projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicated overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works, now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. From Elusive Man, Shepard. At great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequalled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Zagira ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password Silencer's Golden to begin the rendezvous. From Stanwyck Dobbs, Banking Agent, Ascension Financial Services Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with us, blah 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 blah. Okay, mark as red. Should I mark all these as red? There we go. Okay, so that's probably going to load up some objectives into our thingy. We could put some music on. Yeah, ME1 vibes. Let's have a look at our armor locker. So this recon hood, what does it actually do? Increases weapon damage by 5%. It's a shame I don't like the look of it. So I'll stay with no helmet. Did I get anything? Ooh, I may have leveled. Okay, so we've got the shockwave. I think we take that. I think I'll purchase throw as well, just so we've got all our skills available at least. Look at our journal. So in terms of the missions, we got some main stuff. Oh, there's quite a lot. So the convict is Jack, Archangel, Warlord, Krogan, Morden. So these are our first 4 companions that we're going to recruit after Jacob and Miranda, obviously. Council, worth contacting the Council, the veteran, Zaid, we heard about him, Kasumi the Master Thief, and Stop the Collectors. Overlord, Firewalker, Normandy, yes, this is all DLC stuff. And we'll work through it, bit by bit. Maybe we'll explore the parts of the ship we can actually get to right now. What about engineering? So some areas are blocked off until we get
access to this room
new crew members.
Currently restricted.
Be one down here. She's not here now. No spoilers though. We'll deal with her in the meantime in due time. These guys.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
For the propulsion
What can we do for you,
systems.
Commander?
I'm walking here.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed
Have a look at the
Shepard
engine.
came down to see us.
I told you she...
Very impressive. Both these doors go to the same place, so let's head to crew quarter deck. Though we might see a familiar face down here. It's Jaquas.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alright, so this doesn't open up until later.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Master Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury
TMI.
liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Okay, yeah, so I can't get any further up here. This is the cannons.
The gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
Hopefully we don't need to shoot our guns before we get someone to work there. Got Miranda's office. No, I don't need to speak to Miranda right now. We've spoken to her quite a lot. So in the men's restroom.
The women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
I was just curious.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack.
Shepard the bathroom pest.
Most important that she have her first.
Alright, let's head back up to the CIC then. I really like the layout. This is probably my favourite Normandy layout, the SR2. I think it's all very cool, I think. And we haven't even opened up half of it yet, so like, we've got the armory in here. You can kind of see all our weapons laid out. You can do your loadout, but we get to do it before missions, so that's fine. Jacob lives here, apparently. I'll talk to him another time. Also got our briefing room. Don't think we have much to do here right now. Going to be Mordin's room. So you mentioned we got a new heavy weapon. So why don't we have a look at that? So yeah, so we can take our arc thrower. So it's basically like a lightning gun. So that's good. I don't have any options for these yet, so live with that. But stuff will open up throughout the game. Let's go and have a chat with our yeoman.
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
I want to talk to you first.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you like that?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
We got a Krogan hater.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
You can start a romance with Kelly. I know you can. But my Shepard is, we're going to stay faithful to Liara.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Unfortunately, apart from one mission, Liara isn't available as a party companion. Nemi too, but never mind. We get to go and talk to her. Alright. What's up, Jeff?
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
That's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
You're such a downer.
Alrighty, let's get going, shall we? I think we'll head straight to Omega, although I would quite like to go to the Citadel quite soon and get reinstated as a Spectre and all that. We need Morden. We need to open up our research capabilities, so we'll head straight to Omega. Okay, so this is our system. It's a little more interactable than it was in ME1, so we can fly around the systems. We obviously can't go in the Omega 4 relay, that's certain death. Let's fill up with fuel. Let's fill up with probes, because the scanning works a little bit differently. We're actually in the Omega system. But let's have a little look at this. Uridark. Is there anything that could be interesting? Crime syndicates, yada yada. Let's do a scan. So we know that this has got moderate resources. If I hold my button down, it'll tell us if there's anything to kind of find here. I can also move around, and if I find a decent deposit of something, you can try and finesse it a little bit. I can see if there's a decent amount of palladium here, so let's launch a probe.
Launching probe. New research projects. Palladium
And we got
used to
about
upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Ooh, collector chitin armor research. Okay. So the first time I played this, Shepard basically strip mined the galaxy, every planet of all its resources. I think I'll do it a little more conservatively this time.
Platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Because it's probably not the most thrilling thing to watch, but we can maybe see what research projects we want to do, and then sort of judge what else we need to carry those out. I like this galaxy, this system and galaxy map where you can kind of fly around. I know I said we'd go straight to Omega, but I do want to kind of have a look in this system first. And here you get a percentage, so you know how much of the system that you've explored, which is again another improvement over ME1, where I had to write a manual list just to keep track of where we'd been.
Probe away.
Yeah, we'll come back. Actually, that was a lie. I'm not going to come back. But what I mean is, I'm not gonna worry too much about strip mining every planet at this stage, but I would like to discover them all. Bindur. If we were closer to Sarabik, Bindur would have an atmosphere of... Okay. Now, Bindur is a rich planet, which means there are going to be some very nice deposits of stuff here. Like, we can get a bunch of stuff there. So we'll do a little bit here.
Research projects. Iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
That's quite a good one.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I don't think there's any EZO here. Only a few planets have EZO. You don't need a lot of it for the research projects though, luckily. Oh, that's a nice deposit of that.
Probe away.
We're down to moderate, so let's come out of that. I think we go to Omega. There's a load of stuff to do here. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time that there ever was one. So this is basically like Bizarro Citadel. It's like a hive of scum and villainy, basically. But there's quite a lot to do there. It's one of the sort of big hub areas. It's like the Citadel. So, you can see how many companions we have versus previously, but I can... Ooh, okay. Let's add Miranda. That's standard Miranda. That's an interesting look for her. Let's go with that. I have to add Jacob. He doesn't get an alternate look. We're saving him up his points for another level, so that's fine. We don't really have a lot to switch out for at the moment, so let's just go with what we've got.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Yeah, let's just get rid of this. We'll have a look at the map. We're not going to need the map. Let's have a chat with Zaid.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him, and for my bring him in alive raids even.
Please,
I didn't do it. I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Alright, well we should probably go and see Arya. First of all. Just so we can move on and not worry too much about it.
Come on, let me in. Arya's expecting me.
Annoyed. If she were expecting.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
No idea what that was all about, but okay. Arya Talok. Where is she?
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega.
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule.
Don't fuck with Arya.
Don't fuck with Arya.
I've probably played this too many times.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered,
But it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up. What can you tell me about Archangel? Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me. Which merc groups are after Archangel? Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel. Do you hate Archangel? I don't have time for hate. But I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other. I appreciate the help. See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him. Tell me how you got set up here. That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business. So you must know what's what on Omega. Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time. One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am. Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you. Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll be here.
Yeah, let's leave them for now. So, we're not going to talk to the Merc Recruiter. When we're ready to do Archangel, we'll do that. There's other stuff to kind of do in here. Oh, bottle of brandy, let's buy that. That's for Chapwise. But we'll do other stuff in here a bit later, because I kind of want to go and get Morden done. But I'm going to make a quick stop off at a couple of shops and just see what they've got for sale.
Come on, let me in.
Oh, Harry.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human.
I like his little
What
cigar.
can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Visor increases headshot damage by 10%. Yeah, maybe. I'll buy all the gear if it's not too expensive. I'll buy the Geth ship. That's a bit of decoration for the captain's cabin. Capacitor chestplate reduces the delay before your shields start regenerating by 10%. Okay, grab that. Hack module doubles the time limit for hack. That's 30k. That is quite a lot. Terminus armor. I might not get that. I don't like the look of the Terminus armor. Because of the cost, I'll leave that for now. The Black Storm. Not entirely clear on what it does, but it's only 5k, so I might just get it. Gravitational Singularity Projector. So it basically causes its own singularities. I mean, I'll buy it. It's cheap. I will buy the hack module as well. We're already getting through our cash. I'll leave the armor. We've got some other stuff. Marsh!
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Okay, see what he's got. Storm speed. Maybe they're quite cheap. Turian cruiser, pretty cheap. Sniper rifle damage. Ooh, that's 50k. Fornax. That looks like a Reaper. But actually it's a Hanar, isn't it? That's interesting. So we'll buy the titillating alien magazine. Faster. I've got an achievement scholar. Okay. And again, though, the Blood Dragon armor, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's obviously a nod to Dragon Age, clearly, but I'm not a fan of the way it looks in this game. Because I'm going to leave that for now, because it is a lot of money. We'll see. Because money's not quite as easy to come by in this game, because you can't sell stuff. Shishk.
Yes. Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
They're ugly. If you read their lore, I think they basically like evolved from like flatworms or something.
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Heavy weapon ammo, maybe. Okay, these are the couplings I need, and they're cheap, so I'll grab those. Heavy skin weave, 75,000. But Shepard gets plus 10% health. Shotgun damage. I can't use shotguns. The Matuk's a good gun. I don't have anyone who uses a rifle at the moment. But both guns are reasonably cheap, so I will get those. Leaves me with 100k. I mean, bear in mind I have to get Morden before I can even do any of this stuff. I think Shepard getting more health, I think, is
This might
probably
be useful.
we'll leave it there for now. Right, what's in here? Oh, we're back here. Okay. So let's... well, actually, probably better just to go around this way. But we're going to talk to Harriet.
End is nigh.
You, leave the kid alone.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain.
Barely contained terror.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will,
I should have
offer
done
you
that
a
first.
discount on my own wares.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy.
His sexy sextet as they light up the afterlife and soothe the savage beasts of Omega. You won't believe what these girls get up to and how low they'll go. For tickets, contact
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No.
I heard you spoke to Harriet. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Okay, is there anything down here? Can't remember. Let's go have a look. Oh, there is something down there. I think that might be another way into Afterlife. Yep. Okay, well, let's go back, because we're kind of near the quarantine zone, which leads to Morden. Kind of tempted to go back to the Normandy and get the gear and stuff I've got, but I think we'll be okay anyway, so we'll leave that for now. This way.
End is nigh.
Complaining is pointless, human. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solis in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady.
Good point.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Now we do have Zaid available. What are his abilities? Concussive shot. Disruptor ammo. He can use assault rifle and sniper rifles. I might take him instead of Jacob. We'll take Amanda. I keep calling her Amanda. Miranda. Alright, so what do we do? Well, we definitely want the disruptor ammo, so let's unlock that. What do we do? Health and weapon damage? Yeah, we'll give it at least that, but let's work towards that a little bit. Actually, let's undo that. Let's work towards getting the disruptor ammo fully leveled. We're done. Now, Zaid, you got the Matic. That's good. That's what I want you to have. We've got this Mantis sniper rifle at the moment. Got the same stuff. What are you using, Zaid? You've got the Matic. That's probably good for now. Let's put your disruptor ammo on though. So I think that's good against shields, which is nice. But I think we're going to leave it there for now. When we come back next time, we're going to go and find Mordin and maybe do something about this plague that's sweeping through the district. But thanks very much for watching this first episode of Mass Effect 2. Hope you've enjoyed it. I love this game. I love being back in it and getting to grips with everything again. And hopefully you are too. You know, if you could hit the like button if you have enjoyed it, that would be amazing. Do leave me a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game so far. Is it a game you played yourself back in the day? Is it a game that you never did play and you're seeing it now for the first time? Let me know. And if you're watching this and still not subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, that'd be amazing. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.